today. It was the collector's bundle, which is all of the transfers, along with there was like an exclusive transfer in that collector's bundle. That one has sold out, but all the Looney Tunes other transfers individually are still there. So if you type the word pattern and check your messages, there will be a message from my page. You can go check out all the new things from this launch today, Looney Tunes special collaboration with Warner Brothers. Exciting. All right, so when you get here, say hi. I'm on a little early. I had a field trip today, so I got home a little early, which was kind of nice. And I'm just getting caught up on all the things in the chalk world. We went to a play today. We saw at the Dallas Children's Theater. It was really cute. Super cute. So when you pop on, say hi. We are going to do the 3D decorative eggs, okay? These are available on my chalk site. And the way these work is, do you see how there's these lines? You nest them together and slide down, and then they stand up, right? Pretty awesome. So you can decorate both sides to, give it a different look. We are going to do like the same look on all the sides. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Denise. How are you all? So we're going to paint these. And I'm just thinking now, let's go big to small here. There are 3 sizes, large, medium, small is what we will call them. And we'll do this. We'll do the large and the medium here, and the small we'll do like this. We're just sticking them to my tape board here, giving them something to hold on to while I paint them, okay? So you can keep them brown if you like. I'm going to give them a little paint. I picked 3 shades of blue. Hi, Denise. Because I love blue. I love me some blue colors. So what I picked is, I picked Ocean Mist, Cadet, and our new Lapis. Okay, that's the colors I chose. And I'm thinking we're going to do Lapis on this large one. And it might take a couple coats, but it's going to be pretty. This color is an exclusive color. Not exclusive. It's an on Vogue color for spring. So it won't be around forever, but it will be around for the season. It's metallic, but as you can see, it paints so pretty. It's not always been the case with the metallics. I think over the years they have improved them. But this one with a couple coats, I'm going to move this. You're going to get a nice coverage and a little shimmer to it on top of that. It's kind of a metallic. Sort of. It's shimmer metallic, whatever. All right, let's see who's on. I almost just pushed my brush into the wrong one. I'm going to move this over too. A little too close to my other ones because we're going to do the, oh no, these 2 are the same. Okay, we're going to paint both of these. How's everybody doing today? I know I'm on kind of early, but I wanted to get on. If you guys have any questions about the Looney Tunes launch, I wanted to make sure I was here to support you guys in any way that you may need it. Like I said, a little late to the game here, but I do know what's going on. So feel free to ask questions. If you just want to see what's in that bundle or each individual new transfer, just type the word pattern and you'll see a LINK to what's new. How's it going? Hi, Denise. I hope you're good. I know I'm on a little early, but I'm home early, so why not, right? Why not? So we're going to do this one in Ocean Mist. Now, guys, you can do whatever colors your heart desires. This is not Ocean Mist. This is Cadet. Can I tell you? This is Cadet, not Ocean Mist. We'll do the smallest one in Ocean Mist. And we're going to give it a couple coats and then flip it over, add a little pattern to it. They did sell out fast. Actually, there's some still available. They were buffering a little bit. Guys, buffering just means, I know I had some questions on my team. Buffering means that somebody has one in their cart, but they have not yet checked out. So they have to, just like in your checking account, right? If you write a check but nobody's cashed it yet, you still don't have that money, right? So it's same kind of deal. If somebody put, you know, the collector's bundle in their cart, but did not check out yet, the company has to make sure they have enough, right, for everybody that has it in their cart. So they can't exactly say they're available and swipe them away from them. They try to avoid that at all costs. So they have to wait for their carts to time out, or for the person to choose to check out and actually take it. You know, there's things that they have to consider. So just check throughout the day. One of my people was able to grab one about 40 minutes ago. I know there were about 40 bundles of those collector bundles available around almost 1 o'clock Central Time. So whatever that applies to you. So Ellen, the way it'll work, the answer is kind of yes. It's going to be the add-in program. So right now, if you're a designer, this is only applies for designers. You guys, designers get kind of the best deal. So if you're a designer and you missed the exclusive, so the way the exclusive bundle works, so let me just say that first before I answer Ellen's question. In the Looney Tunes bundle, if you wanted the entire collection, you wanted the collector's bundle, there was one transfer in there that you could not purchase separately. So Ellen is asking, okay, so that sold out because that was only available in the collector's bundle, which is basically sold out at this point. There may be one left or two, it may buffer, but basically let's pretend they're sold out, okay? Ellen, the way that's going to work now is if you bought, now if you're a designer and you log into your account, you'll see the bundle there, but it's not going to have the exclusive bundle in it like you said, but what they'll do is it'll be a part of the add-in program. So what that means is once they're back in stock, the next time you place an order, they'll add it to that order. You won't have to do anything. It'll just go in there, but it's not going to be a case where they're going to ship it separately. This helps them keep track of everything, plus it saves on shipping costs. I'm guessing they didn't say that. I'm just saying it. So they're going to do it as part of the add-in program. So let's say you make that purchase today, and then they ordered that transfer, so it's coming. Let's say they get it on March 15th. Any order you place after March 15th, I'm making up a number, but basically any order you make after they get them in stock, then they'll put them in the add-in into your next order. So hopefully that answers your question. I was surprised. Now, listen, guys, Chalk is a company, and they're trying to do their best on making sure they order enough of some things and whatnot. And they reached out to the leaders, the people who are the most savvy seller group, our momentum group. And, they took a poll based on what we think would sell well and what wouldn't. And based on our responses, they just didn't order as many Looney Tunes as Harry Potter and some of the others, because based on our responses. It's also true that Harry Potter has still sold better than Looney Tunes as far as more, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so basically, Ellen, long story short, for your next order, it will be added into your next order. is all you really have to. The next time once they get it, it will be laced into your order after that. Okay, and this is for designers only. For everyone else, it's sold out. Okay, or once the bundle is gone, it's gone. Okay, until I guess they could make more bundles when it gets back, but for now, you can't do it now. Hopefully that makes sense. My chats were blowing up while I was on my field trip today. I'm like, oh my goodness. People are having a lot of feelings about Looney Tunes today, which was a little surprising to me. It was a little surprising to me. But you know, people want what they want, I guess. Okay, we got a couple coats on this. Honestly, my Ocean Mist is good with one coat. Let's get these dry and then do a flip. Hi, Lori. How's it going, Lori? I hope you're doing awesome. As usual. Hi, Jenya. Hope you're good too. So these are dry probably. It's important you paint all the sides. You don't have to paint them the same color if you don't want. But when you stand them up, you are going to see all the sides. So when you do this, just have that in mind when you make these. Okay, let's make sure no one's dry. Guys, if you're watching right now, hit that heart button for me. That helps me a lot. Okay, these are dry, so let's give them a flip. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to stick them on here or not? We'll press lightly, I guess. Hi, Jen. All right, we're gonna flip and press lightly. I don't want my paint to pull off. Okay, so these were the Ocean Mist, so let's do that first. And probably I'll get away with one coat. Again, you can pick your own colors. I did put all of these in the cart link if you want to try it. You can always add or subtract anything you like, anything you want from the cart. So you can just click, when you click the link, you can add everything to cart or pick and choose. I try to put everything I use in the cart. I don't always remember, but everything I use, that way in case you do want it all, you have it, but don't feel like you have to get it all. You can get it separately. Okay, I think that's going to be good, but let's just save it for now. We know we're going to need 2 coats of this. The shimmers don't paint super thick. You're going to want to... I'm doing great, Lori. It's a gorgeous day in North Texas. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's going to be 82 degrees. It's sunny. It's beautiful. I had a field trip today. The children loved the play. They really enjoyed it. You know, sadly, there were still some parents on their phones during the play. It was sad. I wish parents... You know, I was lucky phones were not a thing when I was raising children. So I try not to judge. But it is sad to me when I see it, you know, kids having to fight for their parents' attention from the device. That makes me sad. It breaks my heart a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Because I don't think the parents realize how quickly that time goes. And maybe they're not interested in the Hungry Caterpillar, but come on now. Spend 45 minutes engaging with your kid. I just think that would be nice, but it doesn't happen. It's sad to me as a teacher to see it. Because, you know, I'm at the age where I wish it was still happening. Hi, Wanda German. How have you been lately? Haven't seen you in a while. A lot of my old friends are coming back. All right, so let's give these a good paint, and then we'll see how cute they turn out. We'll check it out. Probably this is going to need a second coat also. Hi, Donna. Is it gorgeous? I bet. See, if you live in Texas like Donna and I do, like this weather is amazing because it's not super hot. It's a little bit cool in the morning, but it's short sleeve weather in the afternoon. It is about as good as it gets, really. But, you know, in a couple months, it's going to be 95, which I don't actually mind, but it does get very hot here. It does get very hot here. If you're an outdoor person like I like to be, it can be a little hard. But it's all the things. So, like I said, the Looney Tunes are still available. It's just you can't get the collector's edition. But each individual item, as far as I could tell before I hop live with you guys, they're all available, okay? So go grab your favorite. Go grab your favorite. They are cute. Okay, that's dry. That's almost dry. Okay, the ocean mist is done. We're going to give these two one more coat. Here, we'll put this up here. Of the blues. We are going to put some patterns on here, guys. I thought these would be kind of quick and fun. I think if you have little ones, this, okay, even 5, 4, 5, they can do this. Have them paint the eggs. The chalk paste is non-toxic, so it's safe for little ones. Maybe put some in a little tray, let them paint these, and then you're going to do these designs. They're going to be so cute. And I'm telling you, your little ones can do it. If you have grandkids, maybe this would be a fun Easter day project. If you have a family over, you need something for the little ones to do. They have them in the egg shape, and there are also 3D bunny shaped ones that I'll do another time. I just pulled the eggs out today because that's how I was feeling. But they're very inexpensive. You get a pack of 3. These would be great for, like I said, like Easter day or whatever. Okay, this one turned out decent. All right, let's get this one. Now, the shimmer is going to be textury, okay? It's my word I made up. So you're going to definitely, we're going to sand them anyway and wax, but just know that this shimmer gives it a little texture. So you may want to, once it's fully dry, give it a good sanding, okay? Just to smooth it out a little bit. Okay, I think everything's good now. Yay! All right, we're done painting. Supposed to get to the 95 in Arizona. Oh, you're in Arizona. That's super hot. We're going to be like lower 80s. It could be like 85 for me, and I would say perfect. 95 is definitely air conditioner weather, though, isn't it? Does it get, what's the low for that, Brenda? Do you guys have like a huge temperature swing? Is that kind of how it works? Because I know in Texas, it could be like 40 in the morning and 80 at night. I think that's, or 80 in the evening. Honestly, I think that's what it was today. We were like in the mid 40s where I live. And then it's 80 by the afternoon. In Phoenix, oh, it's hot there. Phoenix is a whole thing with heat. We went there, trying to think, when did we go? Was it June? We were passing through Phoenix, on the way to Sedona. And oh my gosh, I'm Texas, it's hot. Well, I live here now, I'm not from here, but I live here. It's hot, but in Phoenix it was like 113. That's a whole different heat. So yeah, so you have a huge temperature swing like we do. Okay, you want to make sure your shimmer's super dry. Yeah, I was like, wow, it is hot here. What is happening? 9 different trans, 9? Making a collage of things we have on our property. What kind of things, Donna? I want to know what's on your porch leaner. Tell us what things you put on your porch leaner. Did you put like welcome and then all the things underneath it, or how did you do it? Okay, I think this is dry. Good and dry. Okay, so the important thing is we, what are we going to do? We are going to sand these all the sides, okay? I'm actually gonna, I got a lot on the edge, which I did not mean to. So let's kind of clean up my edges. Especially if you get a lot of your edges on the inside, you might have, it might be a tighter fit than you're planning. So you may want to clean up your inside edge. This shimmer kind of went over the edge quite a bit. So I am just drying it off. My inside's not, here is not so bad, but the outside edge is bad. Okay. So you want to sand and wax. So I am going to sand all of them, but really this one the most. Okay, because we want a smooth surface, and that shimmer can make it pretty bumpy. Oh my gosh, I remember I finished. It was super hot. I just know that I'm like, this is a whole different than Texas hot. It was just, okay, so you want to do both sides. And this is like a 400 grit. It's not a real scratchy one. Unless you want it to be distressed, just use a real fine sandpaper. Okay, there's that one and this one. Get all the dust off. All right, same for these. We're going to sand them, but we don't have to sand quite as much or quite as hard, because it's already a matte paste. We're just smoothing out our paint. I'm going to do both sides. I'm just trying to sand everything and wax everything, and then we can chalk everything. It seems like that would be the fastest. Seems like it would work best that way. Okay, same thing. Get all the dust off. So Donna says, beehives, bees, redbirds on Pine Branch Windmill Tractor, something, cottonwood. Oh, I just love that. That sounds great. And then did you put any words on it or no? I pulled out a couple old, I was like, do I need to make a new porch leaner? But then I went to the storage unit and found the couple things that I made last year. I have an egg, like I got some Dollar Tree egg shapes and made a topiary. That's on my porch right now. And I also have that giant carrot that we had from last year. I need to put that back together and glue that on. I have a couple things. It does sound pretty, doesn't it? Oh, and a hummingbird. Nice. Okay, so now you want to wax everything. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to wax it all. And then we'll get our patterns out. I have 3 different patterns we're going to use. I think all will be amazing. And you could do any or all of them. Okay, so I'm just rubbing it on, buffing it off. Yes, Donna, we would love a picture. It sounds beautiful. You could all share the heat. Oh no, Kathy says, beautiful day in southern Ontario, but still only feels like 8 Fahrenheit with 3 feet of snow on the ground. You know what, Kathy? I lived in Michigan for 38 years of my life, and I don't miss it. Not even for a minute. Not even a little bit do I miss that weather. It's funny because God bless. Oh, that's perfect on there, Donna. Donna put God bless Texas on it. That's what she did. Because that was one of our transfers. Was that last year or the year before? I can't remember. I would love to share the heat with you if I could, Kathy. Come join us down here in the south where it's warm. But I'll tell you, the bugs are big down here. If you're not a bug person, buckle up because they're bigger down here. That's one of the trade-offs. There's dust and bugs a lot. If you're not used to that, that was a bit of a wake-up call. I'll tell you, my first summer in Texas, I cut my own grass. I don't know if you guys cut your own grass, but I always cut my own grass. And the first time I was out, we had a pool at that house. Here's a little story. Again, I was only here like, you're not wrong about that, Jen. I was only here like weeks. And I'm cutting the grass, or I'm like trimming around the pool. And I can see all these little brown ants walking around. When you're in Michigan and you see these little tiny brown ants, it's not a big deal. The next thing I know, my legs are on fire. And I was in a fire ant mound and getting severely bitten. So now I know when you see little brown ants in Texas, they're not actually brown, they're red, and they will bite you. That was something I learned. And then that same summer, I'm trying to decide, did I do both sides? I did. That same summer, we had a small tarantula in the backyard. Like, that's not something you see ever. I mean, I know what a tarantula is, but just walking around the backyard, no. And one of those, they're called the cow killer, but I forget the actual name. It's like a wasp. It's a giant, it's a huge, like way bigger than a carpenter ant. It's actually a wasp, but it's red. And apparently, the sting is quite powerful. So, you wake up quick when you move from the north to the south on the bug situation, that's for sure. That is for sure. And the grasshoppers can swim on the top of the water. What is that? I'm calling them grasshoppers. I really don't know what they are, but they're like this long and they literally swim like this on top of the water. It's terrifying. Used to love winter, but I could do without it, especially so long. I know, I remember like enjoying the season changes, but winter is long up there. I do get it. Yes, oh yes. And we lived in North Carolina a little bit too, but I didn't have a house. We lived in an apartment. My husband went to Duke, so we were like, you know, campus housing and all that. So it was a little different deal there, but the bugs are big there too. And it's way more humid there in North Carolina. Okay, so we're going to use bright white paste on all of my patterns. but I need a brand new jar. Hi, Lena. It's okay that you're late. I'm on early. You're not late. I'm way early. And you just missed painting. Okay, so we are going to, I've waxed and sanded everything, and we're going to do a different pattern on each egg, okay? So I think on the, it really doesn't matter which one I do. I've never seen a scorpion in person, never. Hi, Denise. I think we'll do this one. Thanks for the hearts. Hi, Natalie. This one is called Egg Hunt Pattern. And we're going to do this one on the light blue, okay? So the same process for all three. You want to take your transfer. You want to either put it on your shirt or on a low lint tea towel of some kind. And add some fuzz to the back. Okay, and then we've already waxed. That also helps. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. It really does help my page. I'm on the struggle bus right now, so anything helps. Appreciate you guys. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just see. I'd like to get 2 on 1 here. I would like to be able to just one and done it like so. I'll do it like that. Okay, so we're just going to take our bright white. Got all my air bubbles out, right? Isn't this a cute one? Well, I'm going to show you 3 different patterns today, Denise. I want to make sure I called you the right name. I thought it said Denise, and I did. So you just want to press all these in and then scrape up the excess. And I'm just going to do one at a time, I guess. Sometimes my white seems to dry a little quicker. This is so pretty. You guys, let me get this little spot out. And a little bit of extra paste in the center. Look at how pretty. Isn't that pretty? I think this is awesome. All right, let's do this one. Just like so. Same deal. And we're going to lift. So cute. Okay, we're going to real quick, how am I going to do this? I'm going to try to not have to clean my transfer. So we're going to dry this super quick, flip it over, and chop the other side, okay? Thank you, hearts. Appreciate you. I'm assuming that's going to be dry. I'm going to be fast. I'm like a speed chalker today. All right, maybe we'll do the other corners. And then we'll do this one over here. Well, I've already got paste on it. And this one over here. Try to get like this. Sometimes you can get away with doing this. My paste, okay, when my paste is brand new, I can usually get 2, what do I want to say? 2 chalkings out of it before I have to clean it. But you got to move pretty quick to do that. Excuse me. But if you're worried about it, just take your time, clean your transfer, and then lay it down. You can use it right away, okay, when you're done. And this worked out fine for me, so I'm okay with it. But see, here's this side and this side. So cute. This you're going to clean in your sink. No, No, Lena, these are on the chalk site. In the chalk spot. They're called 3D. Literally the number 3, the letter D, eggs, and they come in a pack of 3. They're very inexpensive, especially when you're a designer like you are. They're very inexpensive for a pack of 3. Okay, all right, so then for the cadet, I wanted, for some reason, I want to do these bunnies on the darker blue. I don't know why, but it's just, it's how my vision is, I guess. So we're going to do the same process. This is called Bunnies in Blooms. And I am going to fuzz this really well. Okay. These are a little smaller, so I think I'm just going to put these side by side. Okay, same deal. Bright white. Press it in. We're actually going to just go do the whole thing. Press these in. Guys, if you're new to my page, you're just rubbing the chalk over the transfer, then you're lifting. Okay? It's pretty easy. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. You guys, you need to see this up close. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness. I love this pattern. Now I love it more. You got it just now? Good. I'm glad you got it. Now guys, I did do cutouts for all these bunnies. So if you just want these little bunnies to pair on my Etsy site, like Denise was talking about, I did do a cutout of all the little bunnies if you want to add them to your, you know, your Easter crafts. So that is available. Okay, now this one I'm going to start top down. And we're just going to go like this. Same deal. Bright white paste. Press it in. Yeah, Lena, they have 3D eggs and 3D, they're like bunnies, but they're kind of like, they're almost like an Easter egg with bunny ears, sort of, for the 3D effect. Those are all in the chalk spot, I believe. Okay, let's pull these up. Aren't they so beautiful? Hi, Jan. Perfect. You guys, so cute. All right, let's set those aside. And again, then you just clean this in your sink and you can use it again and again and again. Make a door round, whatever your heart desires. I'm going to spray them so they're easier to clean later. Hello, Monica from Stanley, Virginia. Welcome. What's your weather like? Are you getting cold or warm? I feel like there's only 2 choices right now in the United States. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I'm expressing myself. Okay, the last pattern, I also did little tiny kid chick cutouts. But guys, this is called Chick's pattern. How cute. So we're going to do this one on both sides also. This is just an option, of course. You could pick one pattern, and do all of your eggs in the same pattern. You do not have to get each individual transfer if you don't want. Hi, Janet. You do not have to. I'm just trying to show you all the different options. Hang on, I'm almost... Okay, here we go. The only thing you want to know, I guess, when you're doing this is have one of your cut pieces going up, one going down, because if you're going to use a pattern like this, it might not bug you, but it would bug me if some of my chicks were right side up and some were upside down. So you want to put them on your table the way you would put them together, if that makes sense. My point is just kind of think about that before you lay it down. One of my reels that I made not that long ago, I thought for sure somebody was gonna say something because believe me, a lot of people on the internet like to say things. But I did some of the flowers going up and some were going down, and I thought, oh, someone's gonna come at me with it. But nobody did. Nobody noticed, which is good. Because it's so hard for me when somebody says something. I mean, for the most part, I sort of brush it off, but man, it kind of bugs me. I'm like, why are you being so mean? It's just crafting, right? You're cold, huh, Monica? I'm sorry. I'll send you some Texas weather. How about that? All right, we got cute little chicks. That's pretty cute, huh? Okay, same thing. We're going to flip these over. This will be our last one. All right. All right, I'm going to do something now. We're going to do a giveaway. So I bought myself a timer. I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. When the timer goes off, my dog hates this noise. When the timer goes off, whose ever comment is last is going to get some happy mail. So make sure you're commenting. Okay, ready? Go. On your mark, get set. It's time. I bought this timer because I like that we did this timer thing for giveaways on launch day for the spring launch. But it's only like a 1 minute timer, so I wanted to be able to set the timer for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 8.5 minutes, you know, like that kind of thing. So we'll see how this goes. When it beeps, I don't even know what the beep sounds like. Probably that annoying sound. And then we will pick a winner. I told you it was loud, and my dog does not like beeping noises at all. But I don't think there's an adjustment on it. It's just one setting. One sound fits all is basically what it is. Okay, everything is in my drawer ready to be cleaned. And then you can use them again, okay? Jan, I will tell you. Good question. Let me hold them up and I will tell you each one, okay? And we will dry. This one is Ocean Mist is the base color on both sides, okay? This is Ocean Mist, standard blue, must have, right? Oh, Emma, thank you. See, I knew you guys are out there. I knew you were out there. Anyway, this one's Ocean Mist. The bunnies, the blue, this is Cadet. And then these are the Lapis color, the new On Vogue color. Oh, Jan, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I got like a clump of paste right here. I think these are the easiest to do, honestly. Hi, Dawn. How's everybody doing? I missed it. What are we doing? What do you mean, Ellen? We're making eggs that stand up. You're welcome, Jan. Okay, I have one little, it doesn't matter. Okay, this is the way you put these together. Let me show you. If you get any paste in here, just take a little tool and scrape it out like I've been doing during this live. I'm gonna get this off. Probably not. Okay, what you want to do is just take them like this, where the open parts go together. Okay, these are hot. And then just slide them down. All right, whoa, that is a thing. Charlotte Zepp, send me your address and your email, and I will mail you something. Thank you for commenting and playing along. But why do we associate eggs and rabbits? I don't know. Good question. Maybe because the Easter Bunny brings the eggs? I don't know. That's a good question. Jan, do you know that answer? The history of Easter and Easter eggs? Wasn't that loud? Sorry, but we're not going to miss it, are we? We are not going to miss it. No one's going to miss the timer going off. All right, come on now. They're going to be a little tight, especially if you paint them and chalk on them. They're going to be a little tight, but don't worry, just push them in. I'm glad it's spring crafty time. Me too. How cute. Okay, let's get the third one. Guys, remember, when you send me your stuff for giveaway, I need email and mailing address. I need both. They slide in super, super easily when you don't paint them, but when you paint them, it adds a little friction to them. So you could sand them if you wanted, but really just a little elbow grease will get them on there. Is that on all the way? All right, here we go. What do you guys think? Do you like these? I think they turn out pretty. It was a giveaway. Yes, that was a giveaway. Yep. What do you guys think of these? Aren't they pretty? You guys, these would be so, here's this one. So cute on a coffee table, right? So adorable. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It is a really old tradition. Originally, eggs were stained red to represent the blood of Christ. Huh, interesting. Jan knows lots of things. She's my detail lady. She's my detail lady. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Hope you have an awesome day. Check out the new launch. Type the word pattern and check your messages. Bye, everybody.